Yo, mic check 1 2 3 4 5. It's the boy Straight Rich, the kid that shouldn't do YouTube, but I'm doing it. You know what I mean? I'm out here. You know what I mean? If I can do it, you can do it. I don't know. Grab you a computer or something, man. You know what I mean? But we're gonna take a look into this reaction real quick because I follow these channels and I've been watching their content all the time and stuff. So why not just react to it with y'all? You know what I mean? Let's get
He
into it, man.
called me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Cheyenne Bryant Exposed Secretly Dates Women. Let's get right into it.
In the
Wait, what?
last
For real?
36 months, Dr.
That's
Cheyenne
crazy.
Bryant has blown up. She's literally the female dating coach or relationship counselor for women. And
I
she
mean, we all know
does
she was a
so
scam.
by debate. Similar to Kevin Samuels, but more or less in person. She will go to popular men's podcasts like Nick Cannon and Cam Newton and morally hold them accountable. And she's always on the offensive all the time. And she typically does this by making the host cover a lot of territory and keeping them always on the defensive. And it has worked largely with Cam Newton and Nick Cannon, both of these men who have many kids and have never been married. These clips go viral, even adding to the fame of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. But then there was a day in which she showed up to Paul Pierce's podcast and
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I'm dating,
Dating but single.
enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have
Yeah,
dated
she's
off and
stuttering now.
on
We
for
got
5
her.
years.
Got her.
We've dated.
Okay, they all do that, don't they? Come on, boys. We know that's right. They all do that. They all come on. Look, they talk so much crap, but then they all is just a booty call. She said she have this one guy for 5 years, on and off. You know what I mean? Bro, come on, man. Kudos to Rude Boy. You know what I mean? I've been there for 5 years. No, you know what I mean, strings attached, just getting everything, you know what I mean, and laying that pipe. You know what I mean? I represent, you know what I mean, Tyrone, Chad, you know what I mean, Pookie and the other guy. You know what I mean? I'm their voice on the internet because apparently ain't nobody want to rep it. You know what I mean? So shit, here I am. You know what I mean? Call me Tyrone if you want to.
5 years off and
So
on.
you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
so Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is on the defensive, very much so. And she's doing it because she's stuttering. Paul Pierce basically asked about her relationship experience instead of talking about relationships in general. And she says that she's dating several people and she's been with a guy on and off for 5 years. And she used the term spinning the block, which basically means that this particular guy that she's been dealing with, she's been going back and forth with him. And she's also talked about, getting pregnant herself without being married, which is a complete contradiction to what she's been talking about when it comes to Cam Newton and guys like Nick Cannon. So it's a
See what I'm saying? That's exactly what I was saying, gang, is, you know what I mean? Baby girl is off the rails, man. She's a complete hypocrite, you know what I mean? When it come down to it, you know what I mean? I don't see how you gonna be doing this with this one guy for 5 years, but then at the same time, you know what I mean, spinning the block as you say it, you know what I mean? Bro, all I'm saying is, man, if you were 3 or 4, this is your 3 or 4. Like I said, I'm Tyrone. You ain't need to lie to me. You know what I mean? You're gonna lie to your husband and lie to the other guy. But to me, you can just keep it honest and just let me know. You know what I mean? Hey, Rich, I'm a 3 or 4. You know what I mean? I get the money. Let me
complete hypocrisy.
Than any of them seen her talking to on the internet. So he was like, hold on, wait. And he started talking to her like a motherfucker talk to a bitch, and she just hung herself because she didn't have an answer. She created an AI and lied on him, and he ain't never did nothing to her. She created an AI individual, this so-called dude that she say exists. That dude don't exist, y'all?
Corey Holcomb says that she has an AI boyfriend, like the dude is not even real. And then he follows it up.
Got a history on the internet because she erased it. You don't see her coming up in school and doing all that. Lames don't think like that. You don't see back how she used to move. She erased it. She's an extortionist. She extort weak niggas for a living while some put.
Ha! And that's what I just said. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to the 5150. You know what I mean? Corey gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's real, man. You know what I mean? That's valid. And like I'm saying, y'all 3 or 4. Just say you were 3 or 4. You know what I mean? And then you lie to me. You know what I mean? Don't try to cover shit up and make it look all pretty and stuff. You know what I mean? You can lie to the other guy, but I'm Tyrone, Pookie, Chad, and the other guy. You know what I mean? So don't play that with me. I already know what's going on.
Basically, she's out here, looking on the you-know-what. And these claims indicate
Whoa, I didn't never seen Corey Holcomb say that. She's out here extorting weak niggas by sucking box. What? By sucking pum-pum? Now, I always thought something was very fishy about her. No pun intended. But I always thought something was very fishy about Cheyenne Bryant, or Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
You see how she move? She's a self-proclaimed doctor. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I ain't claim no title I'm not. You know what I mean? That's just weird.
I never bought it. But what if the case really is that this whole thing that she's into men is just a cover, right? Just so she can get closer to women and also eliminate the competition, because she's coming out here attacking men, which she knows is her biological competition if she wants women. Now, I also thought it was weird that she's 42 and she's giving dating advice, but she doesn't date anyone exclusively. That don't make any sense. Yeah, and then supposedly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Most of the stuff she does make no sense. You know what I mean? Like, that's just plain bottom line. You know what I mean? It don't make no damn sense.
You got pregnant without a ring? That don't make sense. She said that she's conceiving, right? She said that we don't see where she's not showing. So she has a history of lying. We're catching her in 4K lying. And I don't understand what's the hype about her. To me, okay, she's a pretty face, but she's average in the body. Guys, there's so many athletic women out right now in their 40s. We got to stop giving these average girls with chubby arms and bingo wings a spotlight. We got to stop doing it. She's average, bro. She's regular.
Oh, my God. Did he say chubby arms and bingo wings? Hey, yo, bro got over here funny as hell. That's good. Yo, not the bingo. Like, what?
And she's above the age of 35. That means she's cooked. But hey, that's just my opinion.
one thing. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a lesbian. Of course, there is always going to be hearsay, but this isn't a new rumor.
So Dr. Cheyenne is a lesbian. I knew that anyway, judging by her entourage and people that, she had surrounding her. Oh, my bad, allegedly. But the message still remained the same. Y'all sit up there and listen to the pastor every day, go to the church knowing that the pastor still like to.
And that is tough. I don't know. That is tough. You know what I mean? I'm just kicking back listening and I'm just like, boy, this is crazy.
But that still don't stop y'all, does it?
So here's some
Baby girl love the punani.
somebody saying, listen, she is a lesbian, and I can tell by the pictures that I've seen before. But the most troubling allegation came from Tasha K herself. And this is really...
Oh, yeah. Don't let Tasha K find shit about you, boy. I mean, shit. Boy, it's over, goddamn. Tasha K get the drop on your ass. You know what I mean? Don't even fight against anything she say, goddamn. If Tasha K say you got 15 fingers, just say yes, I got 15 fingers. You know what I mean?
bad. I'll tell you why. Because Corey Holcomb and Tasha K do not like each other, do not have kind words to say about each other. But on the case of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant...
Little backstory on Dr. Bryant. Well, Dr. Bryant, who y'all been praising for her ability to check men and, I guess, lead modern women into setting higher standards for themselves, is a gay woman and hasn't come out and told y'all that she's gay because it will ruin her brand. Because remember, Cam came at her and was like, you know, are you married? She was like, no. Are you have any kids? No. How are you going to check me and try to tell me what's right when you don't like men at all? So, you know, you have no business being in this conversation. And so she had a girlfriend that is best friends with Cam Newton. And the girlfriend, because Dr. Cheyenne had went to school for psychology from University of Phoenix, needed to somehow get her brand out there, but she could not do it being a fully lesbian woman, right? And so she had to pretend.
I don't necessarily believe that, bro. Don't hit me with that argument. Cheyenne Bryant, are you gay? Why are you gay? Are you gay? Yo, you could just come out. Yo, it's a free world right now, and honestly, you know, you're going to get a lot of support. But yeah, your advice about men is going to fall on deaf ears. So don't give advice about men anymore. Why don't you give advice about women? You should be on our side. You should be talking about how crazy these women are. You didn't see Princella, what's her name? Princella, the queen maker? You didn't see her. She flipped. She flipped, and she should love dick. She should love dick. And now she loved Punani. She sucked that pum-pum. And she realized that women are a lot to deal with. Yeah, because nobody holds them accountable. So Cheyenne Bryant, if you a stud, come out as a stud. I could see you on some young.
Yeah, but she can't do it, bro, because if she do it, that's messing with her bag. You know what I mean? And a lot of people live out of persona, you know what I mean? So right now, you might see her and think like, everything is good and she's up 100. You know what I mean? But for the long term, she need this money coming in. You know what I mean? And y'all ain't going to jeopardize her bag. So she ain't going to come out and say nothing. You know what I mean? About that, because that's going to kick her out the conversation 100%. She can't talk to no man about the situation once you're on the other side of the fence, and she's not going to come over the conversation on our side. You know what I mean? So, she made her bed, you know what I mean? She have to just lie in it right now, you know what I mean? She's screwed, man. It's over for her.
I could see you hat backwards, you know what I'm saying? The braids, the big old chain. I could see you, low key, I could see you like that. So why you got a front? Bro, something about the content creating space, about talking about relationships, there's so many fakes. I don't understand why. Like, bro, why come in this space if you know you got skeletons in your closet? If you know you lying, you gonna get exposed. The people in this space, in the dating space, are exposers, bro. And the audience loves seeing somebody get exposed. So why even lie about it? I don't get it, but they keep doing this shit. Thank you for giving me content, but for real, like, if you thought about being lesbian was gonna hurt your career, well, guess what? You were wrong. Lying hurt your career. Hey, listen up, Safe Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going
to like men, to be this expert for women who are looking for men, who are looking for marriage, when she didn't desire any of that. She was basically just trying to build her brand and public image.
Tasha K will go on to say that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's girlfriend was close friends with Cam Newton, and her girlfriend is definitely a lesbian. And so she got Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on the show with Cam Newton, but Cam Newton had no idea that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was going to be such a difficult host and, basically attacking him and his credibility. And because of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's, kind of brute force, aggressive interview style, or, putting a lot of pressure on him, he and the lady fell out because Cam Newton found out, according to Tasha K, that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was in a gay relationship, and Cam Newton felt that because she wasn't even, married or had a long-term girlfriend or ever had kids, she was in no moral position to talk about him. And so once he found out about the real truth of her sexuality, he then ended the friendship with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's girlfriend because he felt that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and her girlfriend were acting in bad faith. At one point, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has come out to challenge these claims.
The pink elephant in the room.
Listen, y'all, I have often been accused of being a queer, a lesbian, and having a fine woman hiding in the closet. But I'm also a strong Christian and I know my Bible well, okay? But as a heterosexual woman, straight woman, How can I answer that question, y'all, and be strong in my opinion without being accused of being homophobic?
So here we have Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on a LGBTQ panel saying that she's not gay. And she references the word of God, okay? I know my Bible. So on this particular Fox Soul episode, they were talking about gays in the church or something like that. So she's telling them, listen, I could not be gay. I am a Christian. The Bible is against homosexuality. So basically she's throwing the LGBTQ community underneath the bus because she could never be that because she is a Christian. But again, people on social media are really good with their inspections. And this is what happened on Media Takeout. Now, apparently, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant got her nails done. All right, nothing bad about that. And if we can look at the picture here, this is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on a story. Oakland, we go. Oakland, we on the way, baby. Hashtag go birds. And if you can see, that's Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's fingernails, okay? Nails, whatever. You know, very nice nails, okay? Then those same nails, if we could put it side by side, is her having dinner with somebody, okay? And the lady that she's having dinner with is Ty Young. Now, Ty Young is a ex-WNBA player, now social media content creator who was completely out in the closet. And then this lady is completely gay, okay? Now, this is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant at Ty's birthday celebration, and it does look like an intimate dinner for two. So is this a coincidence? I mean, it could be a coincidence. To be honest, it could be a coincidence. And the reason why is because, hey, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is popular. She's known. She may be good friends with Ty Young. But hey, it's no problem. It could be the case. But the next thing is something different, okay? If you can look at Ty Young, here is, you know, the Instagram post. Her and two others. She's in a black shirt, and she has this tie chain, okay? No problem. Then let's look at Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has on the same chain, but it's flipped backwards so that you really can't see what it is.
Yeah, they're on this. I mean, the internet, they on this, man. They got this down right quick.
I'm
It's
repping
crazy.
her chain.
Damn.
I'm in a relationship with her, and clearly that's what this means. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, indeed, in my honest opinion, is in a relationship with this lesbian woman. Now, of course,
Bro, I don't know how much more evidence we need, but to me, like, if anyone thinks that she's not, you're bugging. Okay? Like, look, all right, you got the rumors from multiple places. Tasha K, you know, people online, so much. The rumors are so widespread, you're addressing the rumors. And then when you address the rumors, you say, everyone thinks that I'm queer. Everyone thinks that I'm dating some fine ass woman. Why you gotta throw fine? Listen, if I was gonna defend me not being homo, I'm not gonna say everyone's accusing me of dating a fine ass man. I wouldn't say it like that. But the fact that you said it said to me that, you know, you doing some PR, like you and Ty, if Ty's who you dating, y'all had a discussion like, hey, look, this is what I gotta do for the bag. You feel me? And to me, at first I thought you were the stub, but maybe you're the girl in the relationship, especially because you got caught rocking her chain. Now, this is the black culture. The whole thing about chain rocking is, first of all, you don't rock your bro's chain. That looks goofy as hell. No, of course not. If you put on a chain from somebody like a Ty Young, who's openly gay, and you rocking it on your neck and you taking pictures, you're pretty much saying that that's you her bitch. You pretty much said that you're her bitch. And then the fact that you turn it backwards says that you're a bitch because you're scared to admit that you're her bitch. And then you thought we're so stupid enough we wouldn't know that you just spun it. And that chain, that emblem on the chain is so simple. It's obviously backwards. I didn't have to zoom in or nothing. It's obviously backwards. Look. And I want to say this for all women. Women, y'all think y'all need to lie. Y'all think y'all need to keep up an act. Y'all don't got to do none of this. Y'all don't got to do none of this. Come out, tell the truth. So many women. And look, if this is the way you swing, come out. If you out here, you grifting, you trying to get your bag out, I don't see why people grift like this. Why don't you talk about something you're passionate about, you know about? I don't see why, if you're gonna be in this conversation about dating women, that you had to, because she's kind of like the Derek Jackson for studs. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's out here making it seem like women don't do no wrong. You don't gotta do that, and if you're gonna do that, you can still came out with your sexual orientation. You didn't have to like. I don't understand this.
Gonna mess with her
That's
back?
the part that gets me with this. Is like, people don't understand. You lose so much credibility when you have so much footage of you just lying. This is where you know Cheyenne Bryant is a female, because she's so myopic. She just thinks so. She don't think long term. She think, oh, I'm gonna get this real quick. I'm gonna get this real quick. I'm gonna get this. You don't think to yourself like, yo, look, like, all right, you know, are the content I'm putting out, is it gonna age well, or is it gonna age poorly because I'm straight lying?
Yeah,
that's what I be thinking about. I be thinking about my content. I put out a lot of content, bro. I make a lot of videos, and I'm constantly gotta ask myself, like, all right, am I saying stuff that I'm gonna regret in the future? And that might be the case sometimes. I won't lie. But guess what? It's going to be a scenario where I say, like, I evolved. There won't be a scenario where it's like, I was trying to deceive you guys because I'm trying to grift. It'll be like, yo, I had this one point, and I've realized that point was wrong. Like, I don't mind saying that, but this right here, you trying to fool everybody, you only fooling yourself.
Yeah, most people,
here,
man, ain't gonna do
are
that.
people going to say, listen, just because she's a lesbian, that doesn't change her positions. That doesn't change her arguments. And you can look at it like that. But the reality is that it does change her positions, because Dr. Cheyenne Bryant said it herself. I'm not gay. I'm a heterosexual woman. I'm looking to bring men and women together. That is what she says. But ultimately, what we see is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant doing the opposite. And she's doing what a lot of content creators have done in the past, which is basically get out here and, you know, say what they want to say to get money. I mean, it's no different than Fresh and Fit, no different than Donovan Sharp. You know, you get an audience, you monetize the audience, you go to all these bigger podcasts, you get booked, you know, you get a lot of money, and you basically are, you know, a beautiful woman, and you're making up stories about the fact you have a boyfriend and you don't. You really have a girlfriend, and you're just doing anything to get to the bag. Even Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's educational credentials are even suspect themselves. So it does make a difference, because what is her real motive? If Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is gay, she should just say that she's gay and then accept it. But you've already said that you're not gay, that you're heterosexual. But the way that you're moving, it looks like you are basically gay. Now you're doing these kind of little encrypted posts or cryptic kind of posts here, basically claiming your lover as to who you really are. And you guys think that you're slick. Now, what's happened is I was able to check out this young lady's story, and she seems to be quite bothered, okay? And I'm talking about Ty Young. Ty Young recently posted on her story, I can't stand the fact that people will get on public platforms and tell bold-faced lies.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
That's right. I can't believe Dr. Cheyenne Bryant will come on here and...
Yeah, right. That's the real lie right here. I mean, fuck what's going on. You're the one that came on the internet pretending to be, you know what I mean, heterosexual and shit. Like, you're the one that's on the internet acting like, yo, you know what I mean, I want a man, but this, that, the third, or whatever. No, you don't want a man. You know, you have a person already pretending to be a man.
And tell bold-faced lies, like that she is not allegedly in gay relationships.
You're in a gay relationship.
It could or could not be true, but in my honest opinion, for the fact that you have all of these similarities going on and you guys thought you're going to get away with it, it's just quite sad. And again, this is something that happens with a lot of content creators saying anything to get the bag, to maintain the bag, to get money. But again, you end up getting exposed. This happens with a lot of dating coaches, relationship coaches. Again, people can say anything for some money, guys. I mean, it's kind of just what happened.
But I don't think the money is, the bag is that big for you. I don't know. I mean, I get it though. I won't lie. I know some. I'm gonna keep it real true. I know some people making $200,000 a month in this space. That's why I work hard. People trying to figure out like why you put out so many videos, because I'm trying to grow on a platform where I can make a serious coin. I can make some serious coinage in this. But what makes me feel better about this is I'm talking from a place where I actually have wisdom. I actually have skills. I can actually help people. I didn't choose an area I don't know much about. Like, I won't go into like football commentating because I don't know that much about football. The other things I could probably talk about, like, I can talk about boxing. I love, you know what I'm saying? I personally box. I'm a boxing coach. I've been boxing for a couple of years, and I love the sport. I follow the sport. I know everything about the sport. But I don't understand why people grift like this. If you're going to grift, at least grift for something that you're passionate about, you're honest about. The thing about you lying like this, Cheyenne, the thing about you lying like this is that nobody's going to trust your credibility no more. And once you lose, see, your brand takes years to build, but literally takes seconds to destroy it. And that's just a relationship between destruction and production. You have to understand this. You coming out here talking all this shit just to be exposed as a fraud. For what? You fumbled your opportunity and you're 42. Yeah. You ain't gonna get that many more opportunities left, girl.
Yeah, she definitely dropped the ball on that one, man. And we out of here, man. And that's what I'm saying. Next time, you know what I mean, if y'all want to come on the internet, you know what I mean, like Rude Boy say, you know what I mean, y'all just do what they do. Like, my shit is up front, you know what I mean. Y'all already know. Like I said, I Mr. Tyrone. I meant to drop that long dong shadong off, you know what I mean. Y'all Google me, you know what I mean. Find out, nigga.